Angelo came here with, this morning with, 116 to draw even and 7 wickets in hand. What is it that happened in that period where, Sri Lanka lost a lot of wickets that was hard to handle?
Yeah, I mean, we were unable to capitalize on the start that we got yesterday. I mean, we played really well to get there, but unfortunately we couldn't really carry on. We wanted to start all over again today because we know that, we can't be complacent against a high quality attack like the South Africans. So we wanted to start the way we always do, and then, but then a couple of good balls, obviously, made the difference, but it was unfortunate that, we were sitting in a very strong position at the time when we started today. But, it's still, we can win this game. We are not giving up. I mean, obviously, they are in front of us, but if we can get a, couple of early wickets tomorrow, we can still push them back.
How do you feel about the way that the pitch is playing? There must be some regret that you aren't out there batting for most of the day. But how do you see it playing out over the next couple of days also?
Yeah, it's playing pretty well. It's just the odd one, keeping low and taking off. But it's playing pretty well. There's something always for the seamers, and also a couple of balls also turned. So there's it's a good even wicket. It's an even contest with bat and ball on this wicket, and it's a great wicket to play on.
Angelo, you talked about winning the game, and I mean, you would know that the highest successful chase here is 271, but it looks maybe like a better surface this time around. Realistically, what do you think would be chaseable?
Yeah, I think it all depends, but I think anything around or below 300, probably we can, give ourselves a chance, because the wicket is playing really well, and if we can, get through the new ball, if we can push them back into second and third spells, make them tire a little bit, and then, obviously, but they are still a very strong bowling attack, very experienced. I mean, you saw the way Patterson bowled today. He was, it reminds me of Vernon Philander. It's really hard to, get off him, and he's just landing it on the spot consistently. So, yes, there's a lot of hard work to put in, but yeah, we are willing to do that.
Angelo, Marco Jansen seems to be getting a lot of bounce off the pitch. How tough is it to play, considering the steep bounce he's getting?
Yeah, I mean, the ball is coming off, 6'9" or something, and then obviously he gets bounce on any wicket. I mean, obviously the Durban wickets also, he got a lot of bounce. We couldn't really handle him in the first innings of the Durban test. And also here he keeps, troubling our batters. I mean, obviously we played him pretty well this time around, but still he keeps troubling us. Obviously we need to come up with some more plans to try and, combat his bounce. That's what's worrying. I mean, obviously the odd one takes off on a good length as well because of his height. So yes, but we, as I said, the wicket is pretty good still, and we still have our hopes high.
Dane Patterson and Ryan Rickleton were not expected to play the game at the start of the series. Both of them end up with their career best today and yesterday. I mean, you guys do a lot of analyzing of the opposition and stuff like that these days. Was there any sort of proper, footage been searched and stuff regarding these two players?
Yes, I mean, obviously when, before we run into a test match or start of the series, we have a look at all their batters and obviously all their bowlers. So, because we don't know who will play and who will not. So, we have a sort of a good idea of them as well. I mean, Rickleton played extremely well. I mean, he was so calm and composed. He kept leaving a lot of balls, and he seems pretty organised. And Patterson, I mean, obviously, as I said, reminds me of Vernon Philander, who troubled us every single time. So those guys are really good, and I wish them all the best.
Angelo, before Temba Bavuma and Tristan Stubbs stabilized everything towards the end of play today, Prabal Jayasuriya looked like he started to give you guys some momentum with those 2 wickets that he had. Just speak about his performance thus far as we're leading in now to day 4, which is tomorrow, and a possible day 5 on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, he bowled a marathon spell today. Obviously, 20-odd overs. He kept trying and trying. Obviously, that phase where Bavuma and Stubbs, handled extremely well. It was a pressure situation for both of them, losing a couple of quick wickets, and then they had to stabilize the innings, which they did really well. But we need to try and open one end as soon as possible tomorrow to get ourselves a chance, getting back into the game. Thank you.
මැච් එක දිනන්න වැඩිම වගකීමෙන් අඩුම මිලකට හොඳම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩ ලබා ගන්න ලංකාවේ කවුරුත් දන්න ලසන්ත අමරසිංහගේ බොරැල්ලේ චාන්ස් ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ආයතනයට එන්න.
කරන්ට් කපුවනේ කරන්ට්ියක් ලයිට් තියෙන නම් තත්ත්වයෙන් ඉහළ ග්‍රීන් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් රීචාර්ජබල් LED බල්බම තෝරා ගන්න. විදුලි බලය නොමැතිව පැය 4ක් පුරා දැල්වෙන වසරක වගකීමක් සහිත එකම බල්බය. ග්‍රීන් ඉලෙක්ට්‍රික් රටම එළියයි ප්‍රමිතියෙන් ඉහළයි.